Most people can cut their stress in half by embodying a few basic principles that allow them to manage their mind more effectively. And that's what I want to share in this video. So a while ago, I had a client reach out to me, and this guy was stressed out of his mind. He was sleeping 4 to 6 hours a night, and he was really struggling on that amount of sleep, understandably. And the reason he couldn't sleep that much was because his mind was just running. He couldn't switch it off. He was not enjoying his work. He was very irritable and getting angry at people. It was affecting his relationships professionally and personally. Most importantly, for him, he was unable to be present with his family, with his wife and his children. And that was his number one value in life. And in just a couple of weeks, he was able to adopt some new ways of thinking, some new principles that allowed him to manage his mind, and it slashed his stress in half. And he started enjoying his work again, started being able to sleep more, started to have better relationships and more emotional control. And most importantly, he started being able to be present with his family again. So how do we do it? Well, principle number one is to realize that you are the manager of your mind. No one's going to manage it for you, nor can they. So in order to be a great leader, in order to be a great manager, we have to first be a great leader of ourselves, a great manager of ourselves. So stress to me is a signal of many things. It can be environmental as well, but it's very much a signal that the person has not got great self-management. They're not managing their self-care. They're not managing their mind and their emotions effectively. So first and foremost, we have to get aware of the power that we have to respond in the world. And we need to bring this power back to ourselves, back to our ownership. And so what I mean by this is we all have 4 powers to respond effectively in the world, if we choose to own them and take full responsibility for them. And our 4 powers are our power to think, number 1. So our power to make mental images, our power to think through things, our power to think about our thinking and make it more effective, check it for ecology, etc., etc. So we all have the power to do that. We all have the power to feel emotions. That's our second power, the power to emote. Our third power, we have the power to speak, a power to uphold a boundary, a power to confront someone if we need to, a power to share a need that isn't being met. We all have the power to act. That's the fourth one, to behave, to take action, to not take action when it's appropriate. So these are our 4 powers. These are the powers that we have to respond effectively in the world. And when we take massive ownership over them, we understand that no one can think for us. No one can feel for us. Ultimately, no one can really make us think anything, make us feel anything. And I mean emotionally, make us say anything or do anything. Because no one can truly take control over our neurology. That's up to us. They can influence us, but ultimately someone can hold a gun to my head. I still have to make the choice. I don't have to do what they're saying. So for you, do you have to get angry at what you've been angry at lately? Do you have to be stressed about things in your life? Or do you have a choice? So I think that's one of the powers of taking back your powers, is realizing that you do have choice. And that's freeing. So if you're going to take your self-management seriously, it's a foundational piece. You have to take ownership, 100% ownership over your 4 powers. So the second piece, and this is almost cliche at this point, it's stop trying to control that which is outside of your control. This is so obvious, yet so many of us don't do it. We try to control that which is outside of our control, and we feel stressed about it. So a great strategy for stressed, if you want to feel stressed, try to control that which you can't control. Go into traffic and be frustrated about traffic. Reject the reality of the traffic that you're in and beep and be frustrated and just people are doing, they're so stupid. And that's really what trying to control that which is outside of your control is doing. It's a rejection of what is. So when we reject reality, we're saying, I don't accept what is reality. I don't accept what is. And that is a great place to feel stress from. So if you're giving your precious time and energy, attention, your focus to things such as what the government's doing, other people's behavior, other people's choices, the past, what happened in the past, traffic, these things, we have some power to influence them. So great, influence them to the best of your ability. But beyond that, stressing about them is really just a toxic use of our energy. And it's fine, you can keep doing it, you have a choice. But if you're done with that, then it's time to make a new choice in those moments. So this is the basics. It's make a decision. I will no longer focus on that which is outside of my control. And now when you find yourself stressed throughout the day, it is up to you to manage your mind in those moments, to step back from your thinking when you're feeling stressed and ask yourself, what am I focusing on right now? Can I control this? If the answer is yes, then control it. Take assertive action and control it. If the answer is no, you need to put it aside. It's outside of my control. I'm going to focus on what is within my control. And even if your mind says, it's really important, we should focus on that, that is wrong. Well, you don't have to believe all your thoughts. And that is the power of stepping back and thinking about your thinking. To think about your thinking is one of the most important things for us to do, to think critically about our thinking. Like, is this useful thinking? Is this serving me? If it's not, let's try something different. So anyway, that is some basic principles. A lot of us know these things, but we don't do them. We don't embody them. And that's because, embodiment really comes through practice. It's just like anything. We all know a lot of things that we don't do. So I hope this video helps you, and I hope you have an awesome week.